Welcome to Becoming Her. This is the space where we talk growth, healing, and stepping into the woman you're meant to be. Today's episode is a little different. If you've been online recently, you've probably seen the situation with Wizard Liz. She's known for inspiring women around the world, helping us walk in our power. And now, she's going through something deeply personal, a betrayal, while pregnant, in front of the world. But this episode isn't about gossip. It's about what moments like this teach us, about heartbreak, about boundaries, about becoming. So if you've ever felt blindsided, if you've ever had to start over, this conversation is for you. Take a breath, get grounded, and let's begin. Let's take a moment to talk about what actually happened. Wizard Liz, real name Liza Gebrailova, is known for her powerful messages on healing, self-love, and rising above pain. But recently, she shared something heartbreaking on social media. She revealed that her fiancé, Landon Nickerson, allegedly cheated on her while she was 4 months pregnant. She said she felt shocked, betrayed, completely blindsided. And honestly, who wouldn't? It's hard enough to go through something like that in private, but when your pain becomes public, when people start talking, speculating, it hits differently. It's raw, it's messy, and it's a reminder that healing isn't always beautiful. Sometimes it's just survival. And yet, even in moments like this, there are lessons, not just for her, but for all of us. So let's talk about what this moment reveals, about strength, boundaries, and becoming who we're meant to be. This moment, it resonates, not because it's dramatic, but because so many of us have been there, maybe not in the exact same way, but we've felt that gut punch of betrayal, the kind that shakes your world, the kind that makes you question everything, your worth, your intuition, your future. And the truth is, it doesn't matter how strong you are, how spiritual you are, or how much you've healed. Betrayal still hurts, especially when it comes from someone you trusted, someone you planned a life with. What makes this even more layered is that Liz built her platform on self-worth and boundaries. So for someone like her, someone so many of us look up to face this publicly, it reminds us of something important. No one is immune to pain. And being her doesn't mean you never fall. It means you get back up with even more clarity, even more power. So if you've ever questioned your strength because of what someone did to you, you're not alone, and it doesn't make you any less worthy. In fact, it just might be the beginning of your next becoming. So, what now? When someone you love breaks your trust, when your life takes a turn you didn't see coming, how do you keep becoming her? I want to share 3 lessons this moment is reminding me of. Maybe they'll speak to you too. Lesson 1. You can break and still be powerful. We're taught to associate power with being unbothered, with holding it together, with always being okay. But sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is fall apart and then choose to rebuild. Power doesn't mean perfection. It means choosing yourself again and again, even when it's hard. Lesson 2. Boundaries are an act of self-respect. Leaving a situation that no longer honors you isn't weak. It's sacred. Whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or a version of yourself you've outgrown, walking away is a declaration. A declaration that says, I deserve better. I deserve peace. I deserve truth. And you do. Lesson 3. You don't have to be ready to start healing. Some of us wait for the right moment, for closure, for the pain to make sense. But healing doesn't need perfect conditions. It just needs your willingness to take one small step, even if you don't know where it leads, even if you're still hurting. Becoming her means choosing yourself, even when you're still in pieces. I want to take a moment to get personal, because stories like Wizard Liz's, they remind me of times in my own life when I felt broken, like the ground shifted beneath me, and I didn't know if I'd ever find solid footing again. Maybe you've been there too. What I learned, what I had to learn, is that becoming her isn't about waiting for life to be easy. It's about finding your power in spite of the pain. It's about waking up every day and deciding, no matter how messy, how confusing, how hard. I'm still worth fighting for. And that means sometimes choosing to say no, even when it hurts. Choosing peace over chaos. Choosing love, especially self-love, over fear. So if you're listening and you're in the middle of your own storm, I want you to know you're stronger than you think. Your story isn't over. And becoming her, that journey is happening, one brave step at a time. So, if you're wondering, how do I actually start to heal? Here are some simple, actionable steps you can take right now. Give yourself permission to feel. Don't rush through the pain or pretend it's not there. Cry, journal, talk to a trusted friend. Whatever helps you process. Set clear boundaries. Whether that means taking a break from someone, unfollowing toxic social media, or saying no to things that drain you. Protect your peace. Create daily rituals for self-care. This could be as small as 5 minutes of deep breathing, a short walk, or writing down 3 things you're grateful for every day. Surround yourself with supportive people. Find your tribe, friends, family, mentors, who see your worth and lift you up. Start small goals that remind you of your power. Maybe it's reading a book, trying a new hobby, or setting boundaries at work. Celebrate every win, no matter how tiny. Healing is a journey, not a race, and every step forward is becoming her. I asked the Becoming Her community to send in their questions about heartbreak, betrayal, and rebuilding. Here are a few I want to answer because I know these feelings are real and common. Q1. How do I trust again after being betrayed? Trust rebuilds slowly. Start with trusting yourself, your instincts and decisions. Then allow trust in others to grow over time through consistent actions. Q2. What if I'm afraid to be alone but the relationship is unhealthy? Fear of loneliness is normal, but remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. Use this time to get to know yourself deeply and know that healthy relationships start with a healthy you. Q3. How do I stop replaying what happened in my head? Try mindfulness or grounding exercises. Focus on your senses, your breathing. When those thoughts come, acknowledge them without judgment. Then gently redirect your focus. If you have questions you want me to answer on future episodes, drop them in the comments or DM me on Instagram. I want this to be a safe space where we grow together. Healing can feel lonely, but it doesn't have to be. One of the biggest lessons from moments like Wizard Liz's situation is the importance of leaning on community. Whether it's friends, family, support groups, or online spaces like this one, connecting with people who understand can be a game changer. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Sharing your story can be healing for you and inspiring for others. Remember, no one rises alone. After the storm, there's space for something new. Becoming her means creating a vision for who you want to be, not who you were or who someone else wanted you to be. What does your new you look like? How do you want to show up in the world? What values will guide you? Taking time to imagine this future is powerful. It gives you direction and hope. Let's close this stretch with some affirmations you can carry with you through your journey. I am worthy of love and respect, always. I am stronger than my circumstances. My past does not define me. I am healing, growing, and becoming every day. I choose peace, even when it feels hard. Let's be real for a minute. Sometimes we find ourselves drawn to people who don't honor us the way we deserve. And when heartbreak hits, it's natural to ask, how could I not see this coming? The truth is, reading people, really understanding their character, takes time, intuition, and sometimes experience. Here are a few things to keep in mind. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't dismiss those inner warnings just to avoid conflict or because you want to believe the best. Look for consistency, not just words. Actions speak louder than promises. Someone who truly respects you will show it through steady behavior, not just grand gestures. Notice how they treat others. How someone treats people when there's no gain to be had says a lot about their true character. Pay attention to respect for your boundaries. Someone who cares for you will honor your limits, not push or dismiss them. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't about blaming anyone. We've all been in Liz's shoes in one way or another. We all make mistakes. The goal here is not to judge Landon or anyone else harshly. It's about learning to protect our hearts so we don't have to go through the same pain again. And above all, remember, becoming her means growing, not just healing from the past, but learning to choose better for your future. No hate, just love, wisdom, and self-respect. This part is important because sometimes heartbreak isn't just about betrayal. It can also be about feeling unsafe. Manipulative behavior and stalking can look different for everyone, but there are some signs to watch out for. Constant texting or calling, even after you've asked for space, showing up uninvited to your home, work, or events, monitoring your social media or trying to control who you talk to, making threats or trying to guilt you into staying in contact. If you're experiencing any of these, it's crucial to take your safety seriously. Here's what you can do. Set clear boundaries and stick to them. Don't engage in conversations that make you uncomfortable. Be firm. Document everything. Save messages, take screenshots, keep a record of incidents. This can be important if you need legal protection. Reach out for help. Tell trusted friends or family what's going on. Consider contacting authorities if the behavior escalates. Protect your online presence. Adjust your privacy settings. Block harmful individuals, and be mindful of what you share. Remember, no one deserves to feel unsafe, and it's not your fault if someone chooses to behave this way. We can all relate to feeling hurt like Liz, but we also need to be aware of when pain crosses into danger. Becoming her means knowing when to protect your heart and your life. If you're ever feeling scared or overwhelmed, please reach out. You're not alone. Betrayal and manipulation can leave us feeling small, like we're not enough. But here's the truth. Your worth isn't defined by someone else's actions. Rebuilding confidence takes time, but it starts with these steps. Reconnect with yourself. Spend time doing things that remind you who you are, your passions, your strengths, your joys. Celebrate small victories. Every time you set a boundary, every time you speak up for yourself, every time you choose self-care, celebrate it. These moments add up. Challenge negative self-talk. When you catch yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," stop and reframe it. Replace it with affirmations like, "I am worthy," or "I am growing stronger every day." Surround yourself with positive influences. Be around people who see your worth and encourage your growth. Distance from those who bring doubt or negativity. Practice patience and compassion with yourself. Healing isn't linear. Some days will feel harder than others, and that's okay. Be gentle and kind to yourself through it all. Remember, confidence isn't about never falling. It's about rising each time, with more clarity, courage, and love. Take some quiet time with your journal and reflect on these questions. What are 3 things I love about myself right now? When was a time I overcame a challenge, even if it felt hard? What boundaries have I set recently that made me feel proud? How can I show myself kindness today? What's one small step I can take tomorrow to build my confidence? Write freely, no judgment. Let your heart guide you. Affirmation, set to repeat daily. I am worthy of love, respect, and kindness. Every day I grow stronger and more confident. I honor my feelings and listen to my intuition. I release what no longer serves me and embrace my power. I am becoming her, brave, bold, and beautifully me. Heartbreak can feel like the end of the world, but it's actually a new beginning. The key to truly enjoying life again isn't rushing to get over it or pretending the pain doesn't exist. Instead, it's about embracing the feelings, sadness, anger, loneliness, and letting yourself fully experience them. Why? Because when we allow ourselves to feel deeply, we actually start to heal. Here's how you can do it. Give yourself permission to feel. Cry, scream, journal, or meditate. Let the feelings flow without judgment. Practice gratitude for small moments. Even on hard days, find something, a warm cup of tea, a kind word, a sunset, to appreciate. Do things that make you feel alive. Whether it's dancing, painting, hiking, or laughing with friends, reconnect with joy. Allow space for hope and curiosity. Imagine the life you want next. What excites you? What new adventures can you explore? Move forward at your own pace. There's no timeline for healing. Some days will feel lighter, some heavier. And that's okay. When you embrace your feelings instead of fighting them, you free yourself to enjoy life on your terms again. Remember, heartbreak doesn't define your story. It's just a chapter, and the pages ahead, they're full of possibility. I want to take a moment to speak directly to Liz, or anyone out there who feels like her right now. Liz, I feel for you. I see the pain, the confusion, the heartbreak you're carrying. It's heavy and it's real. I want you to know you're not alone in this. I truly wish you success, not just in your next steps, but in finding peace and joy again. I wish you all the love and healing you deserve, starting from within yourself. Sometimes life knocks us down hard, but it also gives us the chance to rise stronger and more whole. Your journey is your own, and I hope you find the light that guides you forward. And to everyone listening, let's hold space for Liz and for ourselves as we all work toward becoming her. Heartbreak is one of life's toughest teachers. It hurts, it shakes us to our core, and it can leave us feeling lost. But it also holds incredible potential. Every painful moment carries a seed of growth, if we choose to see it. Here's how you can start turning your pain into power. Reflect honestly on what you've learned. What did this experience teach you about yourself, your boundaries, or what you truly want? Use your story to inspire others. Sharing your journey, whether in small circles or publicly, can heal you and empower others walking similar paths. Shift your mindset from victim to survivor to thriver. Recognize that while you couldn't control what happened, you absolutely control how you respond and rebuild. Set new goals based on your growth. What does a stronger, wiser you look like? What habits or relationships support that version of you? Celebrate every sign of progress. No step forward is too small. Every time you choose growth, you become her a little more. Remember, pain is temporary, but growth is lasting. Becoming her is not about erasing the past. It's about using it to fuel a brighter, bolder future. Heartbreak may have broken you open, but that's also how the light gets in. Your pain isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your becoming. So take the lesson, own your healing, and walk forward not as who you were, but as who you're meant to be. And hey, we've all had a moment like Liz, a chapter where love clouded our judgment, but pain cleared our vision. There's no shame in it, just growth. Now ask yourself, what will I build with the strength I've found in my scars? Your next chapter is waiting, and this time, you're writing it.